Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I am the owner of Berner Babies. You are watching this video today because you were recently on our adoption page and perhaps you have questions. So I'm hoping that by making this video I answer those questions and maybe you'll be adopting from us soon. So first, what do you get when you adopt from Berner Babies other than your new bundle of joy? So here at Berner Babies, we have all of our puppies' dew claws removed at our vet, and that happens between 3 and 4 days old. And then all of the puppies come with their shots up to date. You also get several different training options here at Berner Babies. So we can kennel train your puppy before they leave, and that happens from 6 to 8 weeks old. So all your puppies will sleep overnight in the kennel for 2 solid weeks before they leave, and they still leave at 8 weeks old. We can also kennel train and obedience train your puppy. So your puppy would sleep overnight in their kennel for 4 weeks before they leave. And then I would also teach them to walk on a leash, to sit, to stay, and to lay down. And then your puppy would stay here until they're 10 weeks old. We also have a really nice health guarantee here. So we offer a money-back health guarantee against anything genetic, your common diseases, so DM, PRA, and von Willebrand's. So those are things that I can genetically test for in our adults and our parents. And then we also offer a 3-year hip guarantee against hip dysplasia. That's all the way through maturity. So I feel like we have a very good health guarantee here at Berner Babies. So besides those things, we also offer aftercare support. So let's say you're having an issue with your puppy and your puppy's now 5 years old. You can pick up the phone and you can call me and I will answer any questions that you have or talk you through something. And that's for the entire life of your puppy. You can always reach out to me at any time. Sorry. And then we also offer aftercare training. So let's say your puppy is now 3 years old and you can't get your puppy to quit jumping, or when you tell your puppy to release something, they won't drop it, etc., things like that. So your puppy can come back to me at any time throughout their entire life and come back and train here at Berner Babies. I feel that having a breeder that cares about your puppy long after they leave is extremely important. And you do get that here at Berner Babies. I don't just hand your puppy to you and say, okay, bye. I hope you never reach out to me ever again. I like to hear about your puppy. I like updates on your puppy. I like pictures of your puppies. We have photo contests on our Facebook page, and that's because that's really for me because I want to see your puppies after they leave. I want to know how they're doing. I like to see them when they're grown up. I really care about my puppies for their entire life. They are mine for life. I know they live with you. I know that they're your dog, but they're really also mine. I love my babies, and I want to know how they're doing. So you can reach out to me anytime, and I truly mean that. They are my babies for life too. So you do get lifetime breeder support here at Berner Babies. So that's what you get when you adopt from Berner Babies. You get a little breeder in your back pocket that you can reach out to anytime, as well as a nice, healthy, well-rounded, well-adjusted puppy that you get to take home, and it gets to be your best friend for life. I truly do believe that. Okay, so that's what you get when you adopt from Berner Babies. So here's our process. We generally have a waiting list here at Berner Babies. Very rarely is a puppy born that isn't adopted with a deposit before it's even born. So to get on our waiting list, we do require a $300 non-refundable deposit. If you back out of this process at any time before or after your puppy is born, your deposit is non-refundable. And that is because there are people in line and I have to give them dates of when I think their puppies are going to be born, etc. And so your deposit is non-refundable if you back out at any time. So please be committed when you make your decision to get in line at Berner Babies. A bunch of people before and after you are counting on you being in line. Okay, so that's number one. A $300 deposit is required to get on our waiting list. So what happens when your puppy is born? So just keep in the back of your mind that you are not in line for a specific litter. Okay, you are in line for a first available puppy. I give you my best guess of when I think your puppy is going to be born. That is based on who is currently in line, who is currently pregnant, who I expect to come into heat, when they are going to come into heat, etc. I have been a breeder since 2006. I try to be as accurate as possible. I take a ton of things into account. This mind never stops working. I lay in bed at night thinking about my families, about my dogs. I literally never stop thinking about my dogs and this business. It really is nonstop. I go on vacation and it really is hard for me to shut down when it comes to Berner babies. It is a nonstop 24/7 thing for me. So I try to be as accurate as possible when I give you a date. I don't like to disappoint people. I don't like people upset. So I try to give you my very best guess. So just keep that in mind. You are not on the list for a particular litter. So with every puppy born, you move up that waiting list. So when I give you a date, it is very tentative. I try to be accurate. So once your puppy is born, I send you out a birth announcement email. So in this email, it's very important that you read through it, because in this email, it will have pictures of the mother and her new babies. She's usually smiling ear to ear. It also tells you how her labor and delivery went, how many babies, how many boys, how many girls, etc. And then there's dates in this email. So it tells you when videos will be posted of the babies, when you're going to hear from me, when pickups will be due, or when pickups will be done, etc. That's all laid out in that very first email. And I do that so that you never have to wonder when you're going to hear from me or when you're going to see your new baby, etc. I want you to know from the very first day that your puppy arrives when everything's going to happen. I have been on the other side of this process, waiting for my new puppy, and I know how exciting that is. Just because I've been a breeder since 2006 doesn't mean that I don't get excited about a new puppy. I love the babies. Just because I've been doing this for, well, I don't need to say how long I've been doing this. It's a long time. Doesn't mean that I still don't get excited about the babies. So I don't want anybody stressing about, well, when's Heather going to reach out to me? So I like to lay it all out the very first email. So how the puppies are picked is done by video. And that is because I want to keep the baby safe. People bring germs that can be harmful to a new puppy because they do not have very much immunity. Their poor little immune systems cannot take outside germs from strangers. They are like a newborn baby. And so my job is to protect them from the very first second that they arrive here on the planet. And I take my job very, very seriously. And I want to keep your new puppy safe. And the best way that I can do that is to limit who sees them and to limit how much contact they have with any outside germs. So I take this job very seriously, and all of our picking is done through videos because of this. And so from the time that the babies arrive, there are no outside visitors to the babies or to the mother, and that really is to keep the baby safe. So I just wanted to kind of stress that as well. So when it's time to pick up your baby, you are more than welcome to come here. In fact, I really highly encourage it. I am very, very proud of Berner babies and where my dogs live. They have a nicer house than I do, and that's really not an exaggeration. Everything on my farm is surrounded or really honed in for the dogs so that they have the nicest life as possible. And so we really encourage people to come here and pick up their puppies. I will meet you anywhere within the state of Iowa. We do charge time and fuel reimbursement for that, and we do require kennel training for that. I can ship your puppy to you. Kennel training is also required for that because I do not want your puppy's first experience in a kennel to be on an airplane. I want them to be comfortable and really feel that they are safe in that kennel. If you are watching this and COVID is still going on, right now the airlines have limited pet shipping. And so I will meet you at the airport. But again, kennel training is required for that. So I kind of grazed over picking up your puppy. Let's see, breeders. Now, if you plan on breeding your puppy, you must tell me in advance, because I am very picky about who will adopt from me. I do not feel like most breeders are like me, and so I am very, very picky about who I will let have my puppies. This is very important. If you plan on breeding your puppy, you have to tell me well in advance, because I'm going to research you. And I do have other specifications for breeders, okay? I have the right to refuse anyone a puppy. These are my babies, okay? You have to go through me to put down a deposit, and there's a reason for that. There's not a form on my website that says here, click here to put down a deposit. And that is because I take my responsibility to my babies very seriously. I do not want anyone in here in my care to end up in a bad home, okay? I will refuse someone a puppy if I am not comfortable. If I get the slightest pit in my stomach that this is not right, I will refuse you a puppy. I just want everybody to go to a good home, okay? So that's my right as a breeder. That's my right as their mom. I take it very seriously, okay? So that's our process in a very quick nutshell. If you have any questions, please reach out to us via our contact page on our website. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. This is our YouTube channel. Take a look around. There's an About Berner Babies page, which tells you why I became a breeder. It's kind of lengthy. I can talk about my dogs for a long time, but there's also a tour of our kennel. I'm very, very proud of Berner Babies, so feel free to check that video out as well. There's some videos of our dogs, all kinds of things. So take a look around, okay? All right. If you have any questions, let us know. And like and subscribe below for more videos. All right. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.